We good? Good. Good morning. I was gonna say Vietnam, but we're not in Vietnam. Neither are you. Bless you, everyone. Happy to see you here today. Today, July 4th. Happy Independence Day. Amen. Uh, so far we had a long morning already. Uh, Last night we found out that there was a 5K run here in Nashville, and Mikey's just about to put the microphone on. Sound might have changed just now. Yeah, so we found out that there was a 5K. I brought my running gear because I was planning to run today, regardless, you know. Um, so long story short, I ended up signing up for the 5K. We got there like around 6:15 ish. Pick up my packet because we found out literally last night. Pick up, they give you a T-shirt, they give you a bib, and all the stuff, and then we rent. I rent the thing, uh, and then um, and then we came back, have breakfast downstairs. Hotels are opening now after COVID-19, the breakfast areas, because they were closed. Every time we went to other places that included breakfast, there was only coffee or grab a little one of those individual box of cereals, and then take it to your room, and then you eat in your room. There were a lot of restrictions like that. This is the first time that we have had breakfast in a hotel where breakfast is actually there in a long time. So that's pretty cool. So we have breakfast, we come up, and then we're here having service today. Amen. Spend some time with you, sharing the word of God, sharing the love of God, and sharing this time with you. Uh, there's one common denominator that I see in all these races that we go to all the time is huh? There's always a winner. There's always a winner. Correct. That is no doubt. But everybody, there are all sorts of runners. Today, I saw a guy that with one leg. He had one of those blades, prosthetics. Yes, thank you, Michael. They run like a blade. We, we see very older people. You see overweight people. You see very young people. You see people who look like professional runners, and they die the first mile. You see guys who look like they ate 10 tacos before they got there, and then those are the ones that pass you. Looks don't matter. And then puppies. Yeah, looks don't matter. Yeah, they were puppies, but they were poopies. Looks don't matter. In fact, today it was funny because I came out. I was telling my family came out too hot, and my first 2 miles, I went extremely fast actually for my pace for my pace, and then I died out the third mile, right? But towards the end, some old lady, I don't know, she had to be in her 80s, probably, between early to mid 80s, and then she was like breathing really hard, like, but she passed me. And once she passed me, I realized how slow I was going in the last mile. So I had to push. I said, I cannot let this old lady beat me. And then sure enough, I beat her by like 10 steps. But geez, I mean, my first mile I ran under 7 minutes. My second mile I ran like about 7.5, and then my third mile I won't even tell you. But again. See, wait, we're gonna see this. Oh, there was fear. This one was worse than the first one.
There was fear in your eyes.
I'm stuck here. I'm literally stuck. I'm stuck. My wife's still laughing. There, my feet were stuck there. Both of them. I can't get my legs out.
And that's why the old lady beat you.
Woo! There, I'm out. I'm sorry. Ooh, I thought this thing was down. Whoa, whoa. So, anyways, where was I?
You have to push.
Oh yeah, the last mile was like very slow, and I had to push right, really hard, and then I barely beat her, and then So after that, I went to the restroom. I came back, got a banana. I got something to drink. We took pictures. I got my medal. I got a towel, wet towel that they give us. I got online and for all these things. We did a bunch of things. We're walking away as we're leaving, and people still finishing. So it's to show you that and then before me, at least 100 people finished before me, right?
There were a good chunk of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. So to show you that they were all levels, right? All ages, all sizes and weights and ethnics and everything. But the common denominator that I see in these races is that everybody have an awesome attitude, right? Everybody is there with the attitude to win. Maybe not against each other, but to win their own race. If you talk to a lot of these people, especially the slower runners, right, the ones that sit in the back and stuff, they got a story. They're coming off victories that we could never imagine. Even if they run, the very last person of the entire race. Maybe they're coming out of an injury. They're coming off of a sickness. They're coming off a weight loss fight over the years. And then they all got a story why they're there. And then a lot of people may see them as the last person, but it doesn't matter because all these races, you run your own race. You're racing against yourself. And then when you finish and everybody gets a medal, although in competition for kids, when they play in a little league, I am against that. Okay, not everybody should get a medal, and if everybody gets a medal, that's awesome. For participating medal, that's cool. But that is only if the winner gets a trophy. If the winner gets something more than that, right? Not the winner and the last place get the same, because then there's no motivation, there is no incentive, there is nothing, right? So anyway, so everybody has this attitude, right? Of a winner. Like, I'm running my own race, and then I don't care. Everybody may be passing me. Everybody may be going around me. I'm enjoying my race. I'm enjoying my stuff, and then that is totally awesome. Everybody was there with enthusiasm, ready to win, run their own race, and I am sure not everybody finished first, but there were a lot of winners today, and in every race. Not everybody finished first, but there were a lot of winners, to me it was awesome. I had not ran like in 2 weeks. All I've been doing is driving. I haven't really trained. I haven't really done anything. I was totally out of shape. I might have, with all this driving, I might have gained a few pounds because I was losing weight like really good. And then I still managed to do decent. I like to think that I did decent for me, for my pace, for my level, for or lack thereof, and then now this was a 4th of July race. So before the race, we sing, or they played the national anthem. Nobody sang that because they played it like in the guitar or something. They brought some fancy rocker to play the national anthem, and then everybody was there. So 1 Corinthians chapter 9. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 19 says, "For though I am free from all men." Okay, we were talking about freedom Wednesday, yesterday, today. "For though I am free from all men." There is something so important for you to be happy in life, for you to feel that everything that you do is successful. Uh, when you are free from all men, you're not comparing yourself to anybody. Today, 100 people at the very least beat me, and I am very satisfied with my performance. Right? If I would have been the 1,000th, like if I signed up for another 5Ks, it's called International 5K. And then that one, when they give me my bib, I'm probably gonna be in Group C. That means that probably about 2,000 to 3,000 people are gonna leave before me, and I'm probably not gonna catch up with any of those because they are based on times and stuff, right? Plus whatever who beats me in my group. So that means that probably 3,000 people are gonna beat me in this 5K, right? In fact, every time I finish a 5K, I go and find or a race, not necessarily only 5Ks, but any race, half marathons, 10Ks, and all of these. I write the position that I finish in overall, and I finish the position I finished in based on my age group, I think. So I always finish like kind of mid towards the front ish, and I only won the second place in my age group once. That's because there were like maybe 2 people in my category, right? Actually, I ran a good race that day. But anyways, you know. There are so many categories, and even when 3,000 people are gonna beat me in this other race, I'm happy with my performance because I'm not running against anyone. I'm not comparing myself to Mikey, or to Yaciel, or to my wife, to anybody. I'm happy with my numbers, and I'm running against my numbers, right? So whether Mikey or Jaciel or my wife run much faster than me, and then they do not as good as me, it doesn't matter because that doesn't define me as a better runner or as a worse runner or as a slower or faster runner. It's my race, and I'm running against my time. And if I beat my time, my guesstimated time by a second, I already feel like I won. Like I had a number for today. I told Mikey I haven't ran. Hopefully I could run it under 30 minutes, which I did easily. Well, no, I wouldn't say easily because I struggle, but by easily I mean by a lot. I think I beat by a good chunk. So that was pretty good, right? So I am a free man. What does make me free? Makes me free is that I am not bound to somebody else's opinion. I am not bound to fulfill somebody else's expectancy, right? So here Paul is telling the Corinthians, "For though I am free from all men, I have made myself a servant to all." So I don't feel like I have to serve you so you could like me. I don't serve you so I could please you. I don't serve you so that I could fulfill your expectations. It's something that I freely do and I willingly do, and that's what makes me happy because I am free. Though I am a servant, right? I am doing it because I want to, not because I have to. And that's what makes me free, and that what makes me happy. How come, or why would that make me free? Why does it make me free? Because because I am who I am, and I do it because I want to. And then if I ever want to stop, if I ever want to not do it, I am free to do so and to choose to do so, right? So that's what makes me free. And what makes me happy, or what makes me feel fulfilled, what makes me run my own race, what makes me feel like I'm winning, is that I am doing it because I want to serve the Lord. I am doing it because I want to serve other people. I am doing it because that's what I do, you know. uh so it says, I have made myself a servant of all, that I may win the more. You see, and to the Jews, I become as a Jew. It's not that he was being a hypocrite, pretending, but he adapts to people's needs. He adapted to people's cultures. He adapted to people's, to their cultures, and to be able to be, what is the word? Um, hmm? Yeah, relatable, but more compassionate towards them. You cannot be compassionate uh, uh, all the way in something that you don't understand. So when you become part of the culture, the way of thinking, and you understand whatever they're going through in a better way, compassion takes place, right? A lot of times we lack compassion because we don't understand the other person's problem. We don't understand the other person's circumstances. But once we go through, we can say, "Oh, now I understand. Oh, I get it." You're right. So we are open. So he became Jew to the Jews, right? And I became as a Jew, that I may win Jews. To those who are under the law, as under the law, and that I might win those who are under the law. To those who are without law, as without the law, not being without the law towards God, but under law towards Christ, that I might win those who are without law. So it's not being a hypocrite, it's just trying to fit in. And I think there's a problem, a lack of freedom that we have when we are under the bondage of religion. We try to fit in the religion so much that we disconnect from the sinner, we disconnect from other people, we disconnect from the culture, and we trying to trying to be so perfect, we fall into bondage. We talked about this on Friday. The bondage that we cannot see, the bondage that is invisible.
And we disconnect from the spirit too.
And we disconnect from the spirit. Amen, sister. Yeah. Be with the Lord towards under God, towards Christ. Okay. Verse 22. To the weak I became as weak, that I may win the weak. You see, it's not that I became. It's like, I find the relatable things. If somebody's weak and I want to give them strength, being weak, I'm not going to be able to give them strength, but I could relate in the fact that I have weaknesses, and then I could talk to them. Yeah, well, when my weakness kicks in, when I am weak in this area, this is what I do. I trust in the Lord. I read the Word. I do this. I do that, and then you are able to give people strength, right? So that I might by all means save some. Now, this I do for the gospel's sake, that I may be partaker with you. Now, check this out, verse 24. Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it. So, you see, even if you are the one in the last, they started last, you have to run like if you're going to win. That is life. And everybody participates in life. When you sign up for the race, I brought my props here today that they give me. Everybody gets a bib. And I brought my bib. You put it right here. So everybody gets participation, what do you call it? Number, I guess. Every number is different. Got my own number. This number is assigned to me. Uh, says the name of the race. Says my name down here, and it has a chip in the back. This chip tells me my time, uh, everything. So it tells them, I think my time. If I have medical issues, when you sign up, they may ask you. It shows maybe much data, right? But everybody gets one, and that's kind of life. You got your own number. You're you. You cannot finish somebody else's race. You cannot fulfill somebody else's data. But you got your own number, and you gotta run your race, and you gotta run. Everybody says it says that there's only one winner, right? Only one receives the prize. It says here. But in the race of life, you know, these races is only against you and nobody else. We're not competing against another church. We're not competing against other Christians. We're not competing against other religions. We're not competing against anybody. This is not a competition. Life is not a competition. It's a race. And then you are your own enemy, and you are your own cheerleader, and you are your own your own person. So they also give us the T-shirt. I want this one. This one has nothing to do with the message, but I still wanted to show it off. You see,
Mine.
Top back.
huh? Run Nash. All right, and then in the back says, I haven't seen the back. I'm seeing right now. Music City, July 4th, run/walk. And then it says, be original, be healthy, be natural. So that's the T-shirt that they give us. Everybody gets a T-shirt. The same way that everybody gets a gift in life. You have a gift. And then nobody could be better at it than you. A lot of times I see people in life, and you wish you had that. I don't know if that's happened to you, but you see, oh man, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I was like him. I wish I was more like her. I wish I was more like this. I wish I was more like that. And yeah, we could work towards being better at things, but maybe you're not gonna be better than the other person at that because that person never had to work on it. Maybe it's just natural. It's their personality. That's who they are. But there are things in which you are better than them, which fit your personality and fit who you are. So there's things that you don't have to work on at, right? But there are things that you have to work at that you want to be better.
Yeah.
So everybody, what is the word? So we all have to run this race, as if we're going to win. As we're going to win. Hold on, it's a little bit. My iPad did not connect to the internet, so I'm doing it with my phone, and it's been a little bit difficult. Now, this I do for the gospel's sake. Now, verse 24. Yes. Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it. That you may obtain it. And everyone who competes for the prize is temperate in all things. Now, they do it to obtain a perishable crown, but we for an imperishable crown. So the race of life is something imperishable. Here we rent for a T-shirt, for a medal, for bragging rights, for many things that will pass away. But the race of life is something that will never get lost. Why? Because we are gaining spiritual matters, gaining spiritual place in heaven, in the heart of God, working for His kingdom, working for His cause. So therefore I run thus, not with uncertainty. Thus I fight, not as one who beats the air, but I discipline my body and bring it to subjection, lest when I have preached to others, I myself should become disqualified. So we have to be disciplined in this life that we are free, right? In this freedom. Yes, ma'am.
No, I didn't say anything.
Huh? My wife has something planned under her sleeve, although she's wearing sleeveless shirts, so it's even more tricky. So we have to run this race, discipline, and then expecting to be a winner, right? In this race, like I said, everybody raced. Only one of them finished first, right? Some mustache guy, and then only one of them, but everybody won. Everybody won their own race, so everybody gets a medal, right? Now I'll show you my medal. Got the medal that they give us. It says Ron Nash. I think it's a radio. It's like a boombox. I didn't realize it was a boombox. All right, this side looks like a boombox, right? And then the other side it has Music City July 4th 5K. So it's got a nice ribbon and everything. It's pretty cool. So everybody gets a medal. The people that are finishing still right now, they also get a medal. There's probably somebody finishing right now, right? I don't know. I don't think so. They put limits.
It's to 12.
To 12? Okay. Somebody's running right now. Yeah, that started 2.5 hours ago. I don't think so.
There were people who started when you were gone.
Some people are late and they're starting right now.
They're like.
Yeah, even if they ran, I mean, you could walk a mile in about 15 to 18 minutes.
I'm saying people are late and they're starting right now.
So if you run a double that 30-minute mile, they finished. They finished.
Some people could be starting. It's still 12.
So anyways, everybody got a medal. Everybody gets a medal. Why? Because everybody ran their own race. I never see these medals as participation medals. I see them as I ran my own race and then I won because I did it. If I chickened out, if I sat on the couch, if like right now, I find it like ironic. I'm not criticizing them because sometimes I go eat something. I'm eating like some stuff that I shouldn't be eating, and then I'm having my own taco party, and I'm driving in a red light with my burger, and then I see somebody running, right? But right now when we got to the hotel, there's a group of people next door. There's a Krispy Kreme, and then I was feeling like woo! I ran a 5K and I went all out, and then I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy for 5 minutes.
They got there with their medal.
And they're walking in with like dozens of Krispy Kreme, and they're like, man, these people just woke up and they're eating Krispy Kreme. I already ran 5K, So, but anyways, but who's to say? Maybe they ran yesterday. Maybe they ran last night. Maybe we never know. We never know how people are running the race. We never know how people are living their lives. So we are free from all men, and we have to let other people be free as well. When we begin to criticize, when we begin to point the finger, when we, stuff like that in a judgmental way. I mean, like this right now, I pointed at the thing, making my point, but I'm even when I saw them, I wasn't being judgmental. I was like, whoa, maybe it was funny to me or something, but it is not, judgment. I like to think, well, and if it is, well, pray for me so that the Lord may change me.
Joanna said you should have rinsed the donut off.
Oh,
no.
She typed that. I know a person. I'm not gonna say her name, but Joanna Rodriguez rinses her donuts.
No, I'd rather suffer and eat them.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mija. No way. There's no way, Jose. That's
Okay,
happening.
true.
If I'm gonna be unhealthy, I'm gonna be unhealthy all the way. You know, I'm not gonna eat the bacon.
Don't cheat your cheat day.
Yeah, don't cheat your cheat day.
Don't cheat your cheat day.
Yeah, yesterday I ate some of those donuts. Besides
The only croissant
besides Paris, this is some of the best, maybe not the best bread that I've eaten ever. Um, some good stuff. And then I ate mine, and I ate a piece of my wife that left there. I didn't tell anybody that I ate it, and then I bought a piece of the other one.
You just put it on that.
Joanna said maybe after the second one I will.
Oh, okay. uh, you know, but yeah, don't. Back to all seriousness. You know, yeah, don't cheat yourself. You know, it says that I might be disqualified. It says the last part of verse 27. So we have to be free, and we have to let people be free. You know, huh?
Don't cheat yourself. When Mikey said the girl entering at the end, people entering at the end of the races.
Oh yeah. I've seen cases. Mikey was mentioning one of them yesterday. On marathons.
It was like 27.
Okay, the people get the bib, get the stuff, get the T-shirt, and then they go around the race. You know, they come out with everybody because it so happens that and the longer the race it is, they have markers. So when you pass, you reach your chip, and it's timing. It shows you what you ran. With say a marathon, your 5K, your 10K, your 15K, right? Your 20-mile marker. Oh, I'm sorry. So it is showing the time. So there are people who have come out, they run. They probably don't know because they don't run. They get off the track. They get on a bus. They get on a train. They go towards the end. They spray themselves with water. They get back in the race, and then they finish the race, and then they won. You know. But and then when they start looking at the times, they start looking at the timers, they start looking at everything, they start looking at the cameras, they realize that the person didn't run the full race. You know, they only did the beginning and the end, and then that's how they got such an amazing time. So we could cheat ourselves in life too, you know, and not be running an honorable race. So that's why we have to push forward, to push through. And it says, verse 27, but I discipline my body and I bring it to subjection. I discipline my body and I bring it to subjection, lest when I have preached to others, I myself should become disqualified. 2 Timothy 4, verse 6, it says, for I am already being poured out as a drink offering. So he says, I'm about to die. Okay? And the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought the good fight, and I have finished the race. So this race is all the way to the end. It's not something that you stop in life, right? And then you just stop running. You run your race through life. So pace yourself. It's like I said today. Today, you know, it was downhill, everything, and then flat. So it was like pretty easy race. I was running one of my best times ever. The first mile, the second mile, and then the third mile, it came out uphill.
One of my worst times.
And I died out. I died out completely, right? And then there's something that I've learned through time and races, which I did not do today. It's you just pace yourself. You just pace yourself. You just pace yourself. You just pace yourself so that you continue to run your race at the same pace all throughout without having to walk it the way I had to walk some of it today. You know, so because we know that this race is for a long time. So don't beat yourself up because you're not going as far as you thought. You just think about it. It's a long run race. A long race. It's a long run. until the day you die. So as long as you're consistent, as long as you keep fighting, as long as you keep doing it, as long as you don't back off and you keep pushing forward, eventually we are gonna get there. You fight the good fight and finish the race. He says, I have kept the faith. Amen. I have kept the faith. Finally, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give to me on that day, and not to me, but also to all who have loved his appearing. Hebrews 12 verse 1 says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, there are a lot of people running this race. All right, like I said earlier, and then some running faster than others. Let us throw off everything that hinders the sin that is so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. So there's a race marked out for you. If you try to run my race, it's not gonna fit you. Like I said, one of the main reasons why I died out in the beginning is that I didn't realize my pace because I was just running with a group, right? And I felt good. I was running downhill, so I felt good. So I was running with this group, and then I didn't realize that I was with. Why? Because I was running somebody else's race. If I would have looked at my watch, I did look at my watch. But I thought it was not showing me all the data. It was only showing me my pace and the distance. It normally shows me my cadence. It shows me my heart rate. It shows me my elevation. It's showing me all of that. It was not showing me anything. It was only showing me my speed, my pace, and it was showing me the distance. That's what it was showing me for a while. So that's why when I saw that it said that I was running 6:29, 6:46, I'm like, there's no way. I feel good. I'm running with these people. These people, it doesn't look like they're running that fast, and they didn't. And then but when I finished the first mile, and it tells me that my first mile was like 6:49, I think it was, or 6, yeah, I think so. I think it was like around there. Then I realized, oh wow, I am running fast. So and then I slowed down, but I still was too fast for me because I didn't train, I didn't do anything that I was supposed to do for this race. Since we found out last night. So otherwise I would have ran yesterday a little bit, the day before. I would have waken up my muscles. But I didn't do any of that. Right? My training consists of 2 hours, of which 1.5 I lay down.
You would have rethought that donut.
Yeah, I would have. I would have not. I had not eaten that donut, definitely. So you got to run your own race. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Don't feel bad or better because somebody is ahead or behind you. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us run of everything that hinders, and let us run with perseverance their race marked out for us. Fixing your eyes on Jesus. Stop looking at everybody else. Fix your eyes on Jesus. The goal is Jesus. His purpose, his love, his will. The pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. You see, he also set your eyes. He couldn't take his eyes on himself, but he put his eyes on the cross. That was the goal. That was what he had to endure, and he consisted. He was consistent. Scorning its shame. And we know that he struggled. It was not an easy task. His friends around him said, Jesus, you don't have to go to the cross. That's when he said, get thee behind me, Satan. When Peter is telling him, wow, Jesus, you don't have to do this. We'll back you up. We'll help you. Get thee behind me. Said he knew what his purpose was. When he was praying in the garden, he said, Father, if possible, let this cup pass from me. I am anguished till the death, he says. So it was not easy for him, but he put his eyes on the prize. And then that's what we got to do. Put your eyes on the prize. Put the eyes on Jesus. Put your eyes in doing his will. And then as a consequence, as a prize, he said, sit down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. So you see, if I give up today, it's possible that some people will give up with me. And then the goal of this verse is these verses is that to tell you that if somebody that you're looking up to gives up, you don't give up. Why? Because your eyes are on the prize. Your eyes are on Jesus, not on the other person. So that you will not grow weary and lose heart. So that you don't feel like, oh, well, they quit, I'm quit. If they stop, I stop. And then you lose your heart. Amen? So let's not lose heart. Enjoy this freedom that has been given to us. And be you. And be happy. And keep on fighting. And then do it for God, not and for you. For yourself. Do it for yourself too. But also, well, first of all, do it for God and nobody else. If you are happy, people around you will be happy. If they're not happy, they don't love you. If they're not happy because you're happy, then they don't love you. Or maybe they're confused. Or maybe, but it's not on you. It is not on you. Amen? So, that's it. Happy 4th of July. Run your race. Run your race. Win your own race. Because it's only against you, against yourself and nobody else. Amen? So, I bless you. I'll see you here. Well, not here. We'll be back at home. But I'll see you Wednesday. Amen. Stay safe. Celebrate whichever way whatever you're planning to do today. And be blessed. Keep us in prayer. We'll be in the road sometime tomorrow, noonish. Hopefully a little bit before that. But amen. Be blessed. Love you. Bye-bye.